Whether considered to be vandalism or a form of art, graffiti can be seen throughout the city of Tucson. From utility poles, mailboxes, or even nature, graffiti is undoubtedly a concern to a majority of Tucsonans.
My name is Donald Igems. There are a couple groups involved here. I'm the coordinator of something called the Neighborhood Support Network, which is a group of neighborhood leaders throughout the city of Tucson who are mutually supporting each other, communicating about good ideas, about problems they've had, looking for solutions, meeting, that kind of thing. The focus on graffiti came from a couple of neighborhood leaders that are very close to the intersection of Grant and Alverdon. Those two women have been meeting for a number of years among the neighborhoods that surround that intersection, trying to deal with crime and with graffiti and with lots of things that sort of tear down the neighborhood. 2 years ago, December or so of 2010, they decided that they wanted to focus on graffiti in all aspects of it, pull it all apart and try to understand how this region deals with graffiti, and to see what, if anything, can be done to make the current systems more effective, to try to improve the situation with regard to graffiti in Tucson. They recruited me to come participate with them in doing this, and the subsequent group was called the Graffiti Action Forum. There have been several meetings of this Graffiti Action Forum, which is just a voluntary group, no financial support, no connection to anything else, except a bunch of people who want to make graffiti less evident in Tucson. It's never going to get eradicated. There are always going to be graffiti. They're not artists, they're vandals. People vandalizing the community by painting it up with graffiti. Both the Pima County and the city of Tucson have attempts to provide diversion to graffiti vandals who are arrested, both through the juvenile court and through the city's municipal court, where an adult would be cited into the court if in fact they're caught putting graffiti on something. And depending on whether they're a first-time offender, second offender, so on, you might get diverted into a program that attempts to persuade them that their bad habit of painting up the city is not a good one. Let's go do something else, that kind of thing.
Graffiti is not simply a byproduct of gang activity. Although some graffiti is definitely gang-related, a variety of people contribute to it. According to an article in the Tucson Weekly, gangs use graffiti to send messages and mark territories. Tagging is a type of graffiti that can be identified by zigzags and squiggly lines. No meaning is behind the scribbles. Their only objective is to destroy property.
From the trailhead to the furthest tag that we've found is about just over 3 miles, which is what makes this case really unusual, because it wasn't just damage happening at a trailhead or a parking lot. That's generally where we see stuff like this. This was somebody who actually went for a hike. They went for a 3-mile hike and tagged the whole way up or the whole way back in one afternoon. It has been very interesting to see Tucson's response. I think everybody here in Tucson has a personal relationship with saguaro cactus. I think it's our icon. It's our, it's our namesake for this national park. People love the saguaro cactus. So to say that Tucson was angry would be a very true and fair statement. They've been incredibly supportive, both in just talking to us and letting us know that they are also disappointed, but also offering help, offering suggestions. Lots of vendors in town that do graffiti removal, offering support in that way as well. So really, it's kind of rallied Tucson. It's kind of rallied Tucson to our side on this. It's been kind of nice to see that reaction. Unfortunate circumstances, but at least it's a nice reaction from Tucson. We appreciate it. We had 48 different tags found, and of those 48, 16 were cactus. After that damage happened, we were really concerned about repeat vandalism, because tagging begets tagging. It's just kind of the culture of what tagging is, if it was true, honest-to-gosh tagging. We're still watching for it. We want to make sure that it isn't something that's going to happen again. We've kind of heightened our awareness in other locations as well, so we're definitely keeping our eyes open. But so far we've not seen it, and we're eternally grateful for that, because it's amazing how much damage one person can do in an afternoon that affects all of us.
Others use graffiti as a way to express themselves artistically. They practice before they ultimately reveal their final design in a wash or under a bridge, so that no one will disturb them as they transfer their ideas to unseen areas. Regardless of how one may feel about graffiti, it is undeniable that graffiti has an impact on the community of Tucson.